Good evening. This is the Lion of Legend, and welcome back to A Date with Death. Let's see what we can get into with Grim today. Ah yes, last time we were teasing Grim about watching us get undressed. I am not some creep that watches people undress. I wouldn't mind if you did. Your mindset really is something. But no, I will not be watching you. I can't use it to spy on you. That piece of my soul is far too small for something like that. Well, that's certainly reassuring. Indeed it is. If someone were to sense it on you, they would see I have already laid my claim. It is a mark against your soul. One that shows you were touched by death itself. And it would be foolish to try and take something that belongs to someone else. I don't mind being owned by you, Grimmy. You mean to be indecent, but if you agree to being owned that easily, know that to be owned by me means I'll own all of you. And this includes your soul. So you are agreeing to hand it over after all, mortal? I might pass again, sorry. Maybe I've laid claim on you instead. You exist to take souls, right? Mine in particular. Kinda seems like I have a hold on you already. Death cannot be owned. Sure, but you aren't death. You're you. You bring death and guide souls. You aren't death itself, in my opinion. So, I think I do have somewhat of a claim on you. You think you can control a Reaper? Do you want me to? I wouldn't mind. You are a very forward person. It is perhaps a blessing and a curse. Honestly, being around you is very confusing. I do not know what I did wrong to deserve this fate. I can't think of a better fate for you. Both of us have kinda shitty fates, huh? We're two peas in a pod. Yes, well, that's all well and good, but I'm what? You know what? I have something I need to do. You can't just leave without telling me what you were going to say. I can. I will. It's exactly what I plan to do. Tease. You tease me. It's only fair. You, as mortals say, dish it, but cannot take it. Anyway. Good night, sunshine. Good night, cutie. And that is the end of day 4. On your way home from work, you decide to stop at a local coffee shop for your favorite beverage. You decide against going to your usual store, and instead stop by one a little closer to your apartment. Except when you enter, you find it totally empty. Confused, you decide to leave, just in time for the building to erupt in flames. When the fire trucks arrive, you learn that the building was evacuated over a leaky gas pipe. But they forgot to lock the door when they left. Whoops. They're amazed you got out unscathed, and also confused about how the fire started, seeing as no one was there. Still, you're let go, and you make your way back to your apartment, smiling to yourself. Though Grim is still after your soul, At least he doesn't let anyone else get caught in the crossfire. How you doing, Raikou? You quickly snap a picture of Raikou. You probably have 100 identical ones, but that didn't matter. His fur is looking especially soft today. Raikou is hanging out on your bed at the moment. You sit down next to him and think back on your history with pets. Say Raikou was our first pet. You didn't have any other pets growing up, but that didn't bother you. You smile down at Raikou. You're very happy to have him in your life. Earlier today, Raikou was looking a little ill, but has totally perked up after spending a little time around you. Strange. Let's water our plants. And we have some more leaves. And this time we didn't kill our plants instantly. Wonder what kind of book we have today. Affirmations. You are made of love. No amount of fear can dissolve that. No pain destroy it. No hatred diminish it. No anguish drown it. No loneliness replace it. You are kind and caring and deserve happiness. You are love. You are capable of change, of growth. You deserve the life you desire. You are not your mistakes or failures, and you are greater than the sum of your experiences. If you do not already know it, I hope you can come to love yourself, because you are everything. You are love. Well, that was sweet. We'll go ahead and eavesdrop yet again. You hear footsteps from the hallway. You wonder if it's your neighbors again. Putting your ear to the door, you hear a knock at the apartment next to yours. There's a pause. 10 seconds go by, then 30. Then it's been a minute before you even realize it. No one answers the door. You hear a sigh in the hallway beyond. Are you there? A deep voice starts, but it's much quieter than usual. Sorry for taking off like that last night, and for not answering your texts. That voice, which you've come to know as calm and composed, sounds strained, vulnerable. I didn't mean to worry you, the voice continues. But I needed some time alone. Something's been on my mind, and I didn't want to burden you with it. I've never been very good at talking to you about things, not that you'd know that. The hallway falls silent for a moment, broken only by the sounds of distant traffic. I've been keeping something from you. Something I didn't want to share, but that's never gone well for either of us. So, I know you don't want to talk right now, but you can come find me, and I'll tell you everything. When you're ready, and only if you want to. Silence again. You keep listening quietly. But that door never opens. And then the same voice rises for the final time. I really want to change. I really want to get things right. Just this once. Footsteps. They're slow and heavy. You can almost feel the weight of their emotions in each step. And then all is quiet. Seems like our neighbor and, their deep-voiced companion are having a bad time. Though I do recall last time, when we eavesdropped, the deep voice individual did waltz out, though we don't know why yet. Let's go see, let's go check on Grim. I'm sure he has things to talk about, considering he tried to kill us again today. Typical behavior. Oh, he changed his avatar. Don't touch my mortal. Well, aren't you adorable? Mortal. Wait, can I? Don't touch my Grimmy. What? God damn it. I can't fit it. My Grimmy only. There we go. Let me just lock that in there. Mortal. I have had an important revelation, and that is that I am unaware of certain aspects of your person. It is imperative that you answer these immediately upon being seen. 1. Your favorite mortal color. 2. The season in which you favor most. 3. What is your family status? 4. Name of any mortals who tickle your fancy. 5. Left or right side of the bed. Thank you. Sore wa nani the fuck? Why have you taken so long to respond? Perhaps my approach was wrong. No, the problem cannot be me. Lion, I request your presence. Hello? Someone's interested in me. Not that I'm surprised. Considering I'm so kind and friendly and caring. Charismatic, too. Someone's tooting their own horn today, huh? Someone's gotta toot it for me. Anyway, let me read all this. Are we playing 20 questions or something? 20? Don't be ridiculous. Use your eyes and count. I asked 5. Technically, there are 8 questions there. Just answer the first 5, mortal. Don't you want to know what took me so long? Sorry to answer it, but yes, your approach is wrong, as always. Just answer the other questions. Fine, I'll work down the list. My favorite mortal color is silver. Probably silver then. Okay, silver, got it. A fine color. Which season? Spring. Warmer weather, and all of those pretty flowers. It really is the best time of the year. I've always wanted to do a spring photo shoot with flowers or something. If you wanted to, you could join me. You, me, and the flowers. What about clothing items? Is there really nothing else? That's not what I meant. But I am down for being a little scandalous. How about I take the photos and you pose? I feel like red flowers would look nice in your hair. And against your skin. You plan to photograph me naked. I thought it would be pictures of you. Why? Do you want me to? I would be lying if I said no, and I cannot lie, as you know. So what I mean to say is that, yes, or, well, perhaps, what's wrong with me? I'm actually a little lost for words. You're very forward today. Not that I mind, like at all. In fact, I quite like it. But, is that meant to be flirting? What? Flirting? Don't be absurd, mortal. The Grim Reaper does not flirt. That would be ridiculous. Flirt away, Grim. Anyway, my questions. What about your family? Want to meet my family, do you? Are they as enthusiastic as you? I'm something of a black sheep in my family. Compared to me, you'd be able to deal with them easily. Yes, well, you have provided good practice at being around mortals. Difficult mortals. What did you want to know about them? Do you have any family? Of course I do. Sadly, I don't see them that much these days. Guess that's what happens when you move away. I knew it would happen, but I'm still a little sad. I'm hoping I'll see them again soon. Why did you move away from them? I moved away for work. I see. As good a reason as any. I'd like to get a house at some point, but I think I'd have to move even further away. Double as lonely. Oh, I know. You could just move in with me. Huh? Me? Little mortal, you wouldn't like living with me. Do you hog the sheets? Snore super loud? That is not what I meant at all. And no, I do neither of these things. How do you know? Unless someone's there to tell you. Oh, Grim, we cannot be. You steal all the blankets, and I was chilled to the bone. And you snored so loudly I could not hear my own thoughts. You have a vivid imagination. But no, I do not sleep with others. I don't like to share my own space. So there's no way for me to convince you. Why would you ever want to live with me? I will never understand. You didn't even know I existed a week ago. Okay, that is a totally reasonable point to make. Very fair. Exactly. But once this week is over, I'll own your soul. Then we can revisit this. You definitely will not, but sure. Backtracking a few steps then. My family. I've got my mom and dad. And they raised me together. Apparently, they were like academic rivals or something. A couple of incredibly smart yet stupid geniuses. Sounds like something from one of your human stories. Oh, Grimmy. What exactly have you been reading? Saucy enemies to lovers' books? What? I feel like this is the kind of thing you only know about if you read them. Well, I don't. You, on the other hand, obviously do. Of course I do. Can you blame me? It's harmless fun, really. Yeah, sure it is. I could read you one, if you wanted. I've been told that I have a... Oh boy. I've been told that I have a good voice for audiobooks. You want to read smut to me? Oh boy. I'll pick out an extra saucy scene, and we can see if you blush. I am not some mortal who was flustered by something as simple as words. If anyone will become flustered, it would be you. So, maybe you should read it to me. I'm suddenly very interested. Whoa, the sudden confidence is making me nervous. Maybe it's a bad idea after all. Seeing you shy, it gives me an interesting feeling. Perhaps I will invest in one of these books myself. I can't wait to see which one you pick. I will do some research. This is actually a hard one. I don't know what to say here. How about we stick to me doing the reading? I feel like I've just learned a lot about you. How about we go back to talking about my family, huh? Fine. Do you have any siblings? I do, yeah. I have siblings. I think that's the best option for me here, if I'm referring to my actual person. They're total nuisances, but I love them. Do you have any siblings, Grim? I do not, and thank the lords for that. You do give only child vibes, so I'm not surprised. How so? It's just the way you act sometimes. You're disgusted at the idea of sharing. And sometimes you're kinda demanding. I take what I want, when I want it. Yes, exactly. It's my right as a Reaper. I bet if you had a sibling, they'd put you in your place. I know my place. Sure you do. So that's the family questions out of the way then. What's next? I require any names of mortals who tickle your fancy. What exactly do you need that for? I will have them taken care of. I think my idea of taken care of and yours are probably very different. Whatever do you mean? What will you do with the information? Do you plan to take their souls prematurely? Their souls? No. That would be against the code. I'll just make sure they do not get in my way. In my way of getting your soul, of course. Nothing else. Nothing whatsoever. I think I should keep these names to myself. Tell me, immediately. I don't think so, mister. What if I command you to tell me? I would laugh at you for being edgy. You should do as you are told. There is no point in making this more difficult than it needs to be. Grimmy. I'm waiting, mortal. I don't need random people getting in the way of my work. How exactly do you expect them to interfere? I do not wish to find out. So just give me the names and do not worry about it. There must be someone, correct? There is someone, but he isn't mortal. What? What do you mean? You have been in contact with someone else immortal? Is it another Grim Reaper? They will have hell to pay for touching my quarry. Yeah, they're a Grim Reaper. Sorry for not bringing it up before. This is unacceptable. How dare someone else come in and what? Get in the way of my work. This is sounding less and less work-related, Grim. Anyway, I think you'd like him. He's funny, handsome, and incredibly stupid, but I like his stupidity. He sounds absolutely awful. Why would you spend time around him? I do not understand. Well, yeah, he's you. Me. I do not count as someone who tickles your fancy. Yeah, you do. But why? Do you hate living that badly? Not really. I enjoy your company. But why? Why is there no one else? What do you mean? Why do you not have someone? You are so... So what? Just... How could you not have a special person? Are you asking me why I'm single right now? Yes, I do not understand. You're... well... Never mind. No, what were you going to say? I'm what? Have you seen yourself? Are you trying to insult me or compliment me? Did I tell you how absolutely awful you look? No, you didn't. I did not. That would be because I cannot lie. So, surely people have asked to court you. Actually, yes. So I think there's a difference between courting and dating. And I turned down the courting. So I haven't actually ever dated, if that's what you mean. You turned them down. Why? I just didn't want to be with them. And it was really as simple as that. So, nobody has ever taken you to eat somewhere fancy or bought you nice flowers. That usually requires accepting going on a date, so no. No flowers or fancy meals for me, I'm afraid. And do you like that stuff? Fancy meals or flowers? I don't need fancy, but some cute flowers would be nice. And what about you then, Grim? You said yesterday you've never been in love. But that doesn't mean you've never dated or had a crush on someone. Any underworldings take your fancy? Underworldings? No. Then, any mortals? Well? And on to the final question. Right or left side of the bed? If I have to answer, so do you. I choose to pass. Left or right side? I'm taking the whole bed. Don't be so greedy, mortal. It's alright. You can lay under me. Or on top of me, if you prefer. What? Sorry, I'm a bed hog. We can both lie in the middle and snuggle. I don't snuggle. I feel like you do. But I suppose to actually sleep. I am usually on the left side of the bed. If you're facing away from the bed. Like if your head is at the post, then left side. Noted. Sunshine, you really... Anyway, those were all the questions I had prepared. So, you gonna ask me again why it took me so long to respond? Or whether I thought your approach to this little game was wrong? Fine, answer them this time then. Was my approach wrong? It was cute, in a weird way. The approach was fine, you just phrased things kind of strangely. Like you're interested, but don't want to seem too interested. You are so obvious sometimes, it's sweet. Obvious in what way? Obviously really interested in getting to know me. Oh, also, You rambled to yourself again. The last time you did that was when we first met. I did not ramble then. You did. I screenshot the messages to look at later. Why? Why would you ever need to look at them again? Honestly. At first because I thought it was kind of funny. So I kept them for a laugh. I do not intend to amuse you. I was being quite serious. I know you were. And that made it even funnier. Oh, how pleased I am to amuse you. I will forever live with this tattooed onto my soul. May they forever sing melodies about how I, the best reaper around, was able to amuse a mortal guy. I have truly broken out of the shell that defines us reapers. Are you trying to be funny now too? Indeed, I'm glad you could tell. Though I have done many things that would be worth singing about. I would not enjoy if a bard sang about me. I would have to resort to drastic measures to silence them. After all, being a reaper is a secret. If they knew of my deeds, they would need to be taken care of. Oh, hold up now, buddy. That is just a tad extreme. It would be an appropriate response. Fortunately, I've never heard a bard singing about you. And thank the lords for that. I would pay to see that, though. And I would pay to not. Then I would simply have to offer more money than you. They'd have no choice but to play. Uh-oh. He didn't like that. You wouldn't dare. Wow, someone missed me. You called so suddenly. And I definitely would. You wouldn't. You are just being dramatic as per usual. That's funny coming from you. Maybe I should look for composers right now. Oh, stop giving me that look. And what look is that exactly? The I think I'm so menacing look. Well, that's what you think it is. It's more like a please treat me gently look. What is a please treat me gently look exactly? Do I look gentle to you? You don't have to look gentle to want to be treated gently, Grim. Don't worry, I can see past the bad boy aesthetic. You're just a little dude that gets easily flustered and needs to be taken care of. I am literally not that. I beg to differ. You're my precious baby girl. You're my precious baby girl. I am a man. I am a man to be feared. Oh, precious little man. Not quite as precious as Raikou, though. How is that thing more precious than me? Suddenly you want to be a precious baby girl to me, huh? You're so competitive sometimes. I just think you couldn't compare me to a pet of all things. Raise your pet to the camera. You're right. It's hard to compare to this perfection. A dog like any other. Except he is the coolest one of them all. The cutest, the cuddliest, the sweetest. Just look at his little face. Not as cute as my face. What did you just mutter? I said yes, very cute. I will admit, he does look like an admirable beast. By the way, when exactly do you plan to take my soul, Mr. Reaper? I'll take it when the time is right. You appear to be running low on time, though. 2 days and then your soul is mine, remember? That will not be happening. Oh. I'm still looking forward to our soul baby, by the way. You're still going on about that? It's not a thing. It'll never be a thing. It isn't happening. We're gonna make it happen. No. Yes, 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 yes. Say yes as many times as you want. It's still not happening. I'll cherish it and raise it well. I think I'm gonna cry. Well, you haven't taken my soul yet. So, I may as well mentally prepare myself for the baby. You better help. You're a grumpy thing, but I know you'll be a good soul father. If you stop talking, you would improve as a person tenfold. That is enough meaningless chatter. What were you doing, mortal? Right now? Talking to you? That much is obvious. I meant before that. I apologize. I forgot I have to be awfully clear with you. No, you care about me enough to ask about my day. Don't make assumptions. Grim wants to know about my day. Grim's got a little crush. You are just utterly ridiculous. Just answer the question. Such a bossy boy. Well, before your 50 questions. There wasn't 50. It was nowhere near 50. Are you that poor at counting? You're nearly 50 questions. I was. Well, not doing much, actually. Hanging out around my apartment. Raikou was acting a little strange earlier. I thought he might be getting sick. But he perked right up. I suppose I just have a healing presence. Maybe you do. I actually just got home from work, but I have the next few days off. You do. Figured if I was gonna die, I didn't want to spend my last days at work. But I know I'll be fine anyway. So I'm just gonna enjoy my little at-home vacation. I see. And your plans for later? Maybe I'll go for a walk or something. I do like walking in the park. Let's see. Find myself a nice drink. And that's only like a block or so down the road. Very convenient. So you won't be out too long. I'll probably go tomorrow. It's a little late now. But I shouldn't be long, unless I get lost somewhere along the way. I'd like to think that you will not. Of course I won't. I was just pulling your leg. Leave my legs out of this. I don't appreciate them being pulled. Grim, you are so dumb. I think I am quite smart, actually. Anyway, good. This works for me. What? No goodbyes today, Grim? It is not time for a goodbye yet. Wait. What exactly am I waiting for? Just do as you're told. And when have I ever done that? Let's make this your first time, then. Good guy. Now just wait. Yes, sir. You step back from your computer. You're not sure what you're waiting for exactly, but you might as well hang out until he messages you again. You spend a little time with Raikou and check the moisture of your sprouts. Eventually, you can't find anything fun to do while you wait for Grim to get back in contact. Honestly, It worries you a little just how dependent you've become on talking to him. You lie back on your bed, staring at the ceiling. You only met him 5 days ago, but it feels like a lifetime you've known each other. Putting aside the fact that he's the Grim Reaper, you've honestly never enjoyed someone's company as much as his. It's a little confusing. You know full well what this strange feeling in your heart is, but you try to put it aside. As fun as talking to him is, he's still the Grim Reaper. You wander back over to your computer. It's been around 30 minutes now. There's still nothing. Disappointed, you go to turn away when you see an incoming call. Okay. Welcome back. Look up. Huh? You look up from your computer out towards the night sky. And on the other side of your currently closed window, you see something so surprising, you're sure you must be imagining it. This fucking guy. He did this, and he even had to get into a pose just to be sure to drill it in that he's officially in our presence. Mans must think he's in an edit. What the hell? What are you doing here? Now that face is priceless. Well worth the trip here, I have to say. Grim? Don't call me that to my face. It's embarrassing enough hearing it over our calls. It's Casper. That's my real name. No way. This dude's name is Casper? Casper the Friendly Ghost? Is that the reference? Casper. Hello, sunshine. You look like you've seen a ghost. It is a reference. Maybe I have. One that is kinda sexy. I'm far from a ghost, Lion. Are you sure? Certain. So you'll admit to being sexy then? That much is obvious. I am lovely to look at, after all. Perhaps not as lovely to look at as you, though. Oh. Which you should know to be truthful. Because, as you know well, I cannot lie. Ah, am I flustering you? Your cheeks are red. I just didn't expect the compliment. Why not? You are a divine man. It's only right I tell you so. You usually call me stupid or annoying. You are those things. I like all of that about you. You are a lot more forward in person. Yes, well, it's confusing me as well, trust me. Seeing you like this messes with my feelings and makes me say strange things. But, well, they're the truth, so there's no need to be shy anyway. You are lovely. That is nothing to be shy about. Ah. Nice to see you looking flustered for a change. Grim. Casper. Casper, then. Yes, mortal. How are you even here? Wait a second. I live on the 5th floor. You do. Not too much of an inconvenience for me, luckily. How are you even standing, sitting, whatever you're doing there? I'm neither sitting nor standing. I can literally see you on the other side of this window. Congratulations. Would you like an award? But you'll find I'm floating. What the hell? Okay, I'll add this to the list of things I wasn't expecting today. I feel like I've been cheated out of some very important information about you. Since when can you fly? Since always. Why do you act so surprised? You're floating 5 stories up from the ground. Wait. Can't people see you? You think I would be so careless? Yeah, actually yes. I've cast the glamour. Silly me, of course. Obviously you've cast the glamour. Are you invisible then? Invisible? No. I've taken another form to everyone's eyes but yours. So my neighbors aren't going to see a mysterious man floating outside my window. If they were to look, they'd simply see a raven. A raven, of course. Not a good choice. You have a predictable side to you sometimes. But I do need to know, yes? How exactly did you find me? You think I didn't know where you lived? I never told you. I know everything about you, sunshine. So I assume you've come to claim it. My soul, that is. I had a good run, I suppose. No, I'm not actually here for that. This is like Peter Pan, isn't it? You've come to whisk me away. We'll fly through the night, fall deeply in love, then part sadly. That depends. On what? Do you want to be whisked away? I wouldn't say no. How often do you get to fly around in the night sky? But I'm guessing that isn't what you're here for. Don't tempt me. There is something else I am here for today. You see, sunshine. I have something here with me, hidden. Something to give to you, here. Flowers? You said you'd like some. You got me flowers. I didn't think to ask what type of flowers you liked, so I picked ones that looked like you. The brightest, sunniest flowers I could find. Casper. Yes, mortal? Thank you. You know, if you want them, you're going to have to open the window. Oh, of course. Are you going to come in? Are you inviting me in? I'll promise to try and be good. What if I don't want you to be good? Then I won't have to pretend now, will I? I'm sure the two of us can find something interesting to do. You really are a flirt tonight, aren't you? We're gonna open the window. Nothing separating us now, mortal. I quite like it that way. Coming in, little Reaper? You wish I was, don't you? Well, I opened the window for a reason. Are you too scared to come in, Casper? Today, I'm just here to give you these, and maybe next time I'll take you up on that offer. As truly tempting as it is, I fear it may lead to regrets from both of us. Next time, we'll see. With us, I feel anything could end up happening, my little human. Here you go, lion. Your hands are really warm. And yours are quite cold, even through the gloves. They're really pretty. How can hands be pretty? I meant the flowers. But your hands are quite pretty too, now that you mention it. Then I'd say your hands are also, very, nice. Who would have thought that hands could be so alluring? What are you whispering about now? I really must be on my way. I've accomplished the thing I wanted to do. So soon? Duty always calls. Off to steal souls then. Better theirs than yours, wouldn't you say? No, you can just hand over yours now if you want. Better get to work before you get in trouble, my little reaper. And since when am I yours? Since the moment we met. Don't be damaging my goods, you hear? So demanding. Casper, Lion. Do be careful. Since you asked so nicely, I'll try my best. Don't forget to close that window after I leave. Wouldn't want anyone crawling in when you aren't looking. God damn. Oh boy. Wow. Well, that was the end of day 5, and I'm going to end it here for tonight. Grim and I are getting, Casper and I are getting very close. I am not too sure what is going to come next. But that being said, I guess you're going to have to stay tuned and find out. I'm going to try to get through this a lot faster than I have been, so I do apologize on the delay. That all being said, if you did like this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate that. And I'll see you all in the next video, so have a good night.